If you wake up and find your plants full of holes with chewed leaves and never see who did the damage, then the culprit is acting while you sleep. But you don't need to worry anymore because today I'm going to show you the method that definitively ends snails, slugs, and that whole family that wreaks havoc on your plants. If you don't fight them, they eat the whole plant, you see? Snails and slugs are experts at destroying our plant leaves and even those youngest shoots. And a detail that many people don't know is that they do this damage because they are nocturnal animals, and normally you don't see them during the day. This recipe is homemade and extremely powerful, but what many people don't realize is that often we ourselves create the perfect environment for these animals to attack our plants and survive in our garden. Slugs, snails, and also large snails love humid, dark environments. Look at how many snails and slugs are around here. When you water your garden in the late afternoon or at night, the environment becomes humid and dark, which becomes an open invitation for these pests to reach your garden and your plants. So, before any recipe, know that to avoid these problems on your leaves, the ideal is to always water in the early morning, so that at night the soil is already less humid and doesn't become an open invitation for pests to attack your plants. Now, I'm going to show you the natural solution that has already helped many people eliminate these pests from their plants, their gardens, and their vegetable patches. This recipe creates a smell and a substance that greatly bother the bodies of snails, making them avoid and completely flee from that place. Best of all, you probably already have all these ingredients in your house. If you don't have them now, you can find them easily. The first ingredient we are going to use in our simple homemade recipe is mint. We are going to put a shallow teaspoon of mint in our container. If you have whole leaves, just chop them like this and put them directly in the container so we can continue the mixture. Mint has natural oils with a very strong smell, which repels various types of pests, including snails and large snails. Now we go to the second ingredient, which is powdered pepper or paprika. You will need a tiny amount, just the tip of the spoon. We are also going to put it in our solution. Pepper has irritating substances for the soft bodies of snails. They hate the smell and the effect that powdered pepper causes on their skin and body. Therefore, we will also put it in our container. The next ingredient will be this powder here. You also find it easily. You can use it in powder or fresh. This, people, is garlic. This is garlic powder. We are also going to put just the tip of the spoon, but you can also put natural garlic the way you buy it at the supermarket. You crush 1 or 2 cloves of garlic and put them inside. And you probably already know that garlic has natural compounds like sulfur and allicin, which work as a natural repellent that inhibits both pests like snails and other types of pests. The fourth ingredient will be this. We are going to put 1 spoon, okay, people? 1 tablespoon of these coffee grounds. It can be used coffee. Just let it dry well and put it here together with this mixture. These are the 4 ingredients that we are going to mix initially. We are also going to put a liquid here so we can use and apply this on our plants. But as you should know, caffeine is extremely unpleasant for snails and helps repel this and other pests, such as flying pests, for example. So this recipe of ours, despite being very efficient for snails, slugs, and other types of mollusks, also serves very well for other types of pests that come to attack your plants and your garden. But the recipe isn't over yet. Here we have the 4 main ingredients, and now we are going to add the next one. Now I have 300 ml of warm water here, and we are going to put and mix these ingredients in 300 ml of water to make our solution, finish it, and apply it. But there is the right way to apply it that I'm going to teach you now. First, you mix it very well. Let's make this mixture homogeneous, and it will rest here for a few hours until the substances are released into the water. So everything we put here will be released into this warm water. The water will cool down, but it will cool down with all the substances that slugs and other pests detest. And then, after that, we are going to use it. But first, it also needs to be strained. I'll show you the step-by-step. Before I show you this step-by-step, leave your comment here telling me if you are already subscribed to the channel or if you are subscribing now. Also, comment on the city, state, and country you are watching us from, because I love knowing how far this type of content is reaching, how many people we are helping, and which places on the planet our videos and tips are reaching. Isn't it cool to know that? So now we are going to leave this substance resting here. It will rest for about 2 to 3 hours, and that is enough for this to take effect. This is a concentrated base. We will need to dilute it. I'll show you the step-by-step in a moment. Now you can take an old cloth, an old shirt, any piece of cloth, because we are going to strain our solution. After it has rested, we are simply going to separate these solid residues from the liquid residue, which is where all the substances we need to end the snails actually are. And here we will have a concentrated solution that we will dissolve as we use it. This that we made yields a lot, because it will be dissolved in up to 3 liters of water. This whole solution here is just the base to build up to 3 liters of this insecticide, this anti-pest that snails and slugs hate. In this recipe, we made 300 milliliters of the concentrate, but we are going to apply only 1 liter of this substance. So we are going to dissolve only 100 milliliters. For every 100 milliliters of the concentrate, we are going to make 1 liter of the complete solution. So we have 100 milliliters here. Look at the color it gets. It gets very strong, you see, people. It should never be used like this. You need to dissolve it in water. In my spray container, I put 1 liter of water, and we are going to put 100 milliliters of the concentrate we separated into 1 liter of water. It has already been strained, so we can throw it directly into the sprayer. Now we just need to pulverize it on our plants. The ideal is for you to spray preferably in the late afternoon, when the environment is starting to get dark, and preferably where you have noticed that your most attacked plants are. You will spray on the leaves, on the plant, and mainly on the soil of your plant. Never forget that you should not apply this substance with the plant under strong sun, because this can burn the plants. The ideal is for you to apply at night, and the effectiveness is better. In the late afternoon, slugs and snails start to come out to feed on your plants, and it is at this moment that you will apply your product. You can apply it on the leaves too. You can apply it here on the stem, under the leaves. You can apply it to everything. But don't forget to also apply it to the soil, which is where these pests walk. Here is an environment full of various plants that stays quite humid, and you can apply it directly to them, both on ornamental and fruit plants, and even in vegetable gardens, which these little pests, snails, and slugs love. And then you just do what I'm doing here. Throw it over them. You can throw it on the soil. You don't need to measure the dose. This recipe is cheap. The cost is very low, so you can apply it with plenty of abundance, so the soil is also impacted by this little product. It's very simple and easy to do, isn't it? This has been the method I use with the greatest effectiveness here in our nursery. This is how I eliminate various pests. But you can also use a method that has proven to be quite efficient and works very well for those who have few plants. For those whose garden is quite small, which is to use wood ash on top of the soil of your plants, and when the snail or slug comes to attack your plants, contact with the wood ash bothers them a lot, and with that, you get rid of them as you use it. This recipe with wood ash is not as efficient because when it rains, when you water, the effect ends, and then you need to apply it again. This, however, no. It stays in the soil, acts for long periods. You should use it only until that crowd of slugs is gone. When you see that it's reduced, you can stop the application, and if you see them returning, go back to applying it again. It's simple, easy to do, and very cheap, isn't it? This little tip, and all the ones we share here on the channel, are tested and proven with success here in our nursery. And our mission is exactly that, to bring tested and proven tips for you to apply there in your garden and have immediate results. And best of all, we do all this for free for you. Have you thought about how sad it would be for a slug or a snail to eat a cactus like this? Because of negligence? Because I didn't know how to take care of it? Or because I didn't take care of it even knowing how? There is something very important that you need to do before leaving this video and watching the next one, which is to rate this content from 0 to 10. Leave it here in the comments how much this tip can help in your garden. This content that we bring here to the channel takes time, takes work to do, and is not easy. Therefore, if our tips have helped you, consider becoming a member here of the channel. You will have benefits and will help this content continue to be free, and for us to continue bringing content like this, for you to take better care of your garden. If this guide changes the way you protect your garden from these hidden pests, please subscribe to follow our channel. We are uncovering the natural secrets that have been overlooked to help your plants flourish. Let's grow a better future together. The next treasure of gardening wisdom will be revealed soon. Don't forget to like and share this video with anyone struggling with their garden. See you in the next video.